Hey guys, what is up? The NeoCubist here. Welcome to episode 2 of my Minecraft Skyblock Let's Play. Well, what has changed between this episode and last episode? Well, I feel a lot better today. As you could probably tell by my voice, I feel a lot better. Still pretty sleepy, but I feel a lot better. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of mining. Like, a lot of mining. So, let me see if I can get a piece of coal real quick. And you'll see I also have an enchanted pickaxe. You're like, Neo, how did you get that? Well, I was racking my brain. I was like, how can I get money, right? Because I was on the auction house. I don't know if any of them are still listed. But some kind person was selling some iron pickaxes with Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, and Unbreaking 3. And I was like, how can I get the money? Well, I looked in missions, and I think it was in easy. Yes. No. Was it in intermediate? No, but I can't actually claim one of those. It was one of these missions that I claimed that gave me $5,000. Oh, it was in island missions. That's right. So be sure you're looking in island missions. And this is have all island members sleeping at once, which is kind of funny, right? Because it's just me. So whenever I slept, because I bought a bed, because there's a ton of them on the auction house, there still is a ton of them. So maybe you want to scoop one up. It was like $1,500. I think mine was a little cheaper. But yeah, I scooped that up and I was like, heck yeah, dude. So that is where I got that money. There is another island. I didn't want to claim everything while I was off camera, so I probably should have claimed this one because I did so much mining. I could have made coal appear a little bit more often. But yeah, you can see there's a ton of missions in here to do also as like an island. And obviously there's 3 different groups. But let's go ahead and claim everything. So this is another 1-hour fly, another attribute point. And we played for 1 day. Earn a knowledge point in each meta. I believe the only one we would be missing would be killing a mob. Yeah, okay, there we go. That was correct. So we did kill a mob, and now we have all of the easy missions done. Okay, well, beginner. Now we're on to the easy missions. And we did get these right here. So play for 6 hours, earn 100 total knowledge. So contribute at least 1 summoning charge. We can do that. That's pretty easy. Clear a dungeon floor. So a lot of this stuff is not too difficult, but we will try our best to get it done. So you remember yesterday we put in that egg into our /hatch menu. Let's see what we got. It is a slaying pet. So if I was going to be killing mobs, that'd be a very good pet. I am not doing that. So I'm going to do warp P1 to go to the pet arena. And I'm going to see if he's selling a hatch pack. And if he is, I am going to buy it. And I'm going to go back to my island. Where did I get the pet coins? I ran around this morning right before I recorded. And I literally just picked up some pet coins. So that is how I got those. You can trade pet coins now. There's /pay pet coin or pet coins. So if I wanted to pay this person 1 pet coin, I could do so. All right, let's go back to the hatch menu. Let's actually just open this hatch pack real quick. Right click, just press escape. You can see, oh, we got a rare pet egg. Okay, cool. That could be pretty good. What is the hatch time on this? Okay, 1 hour. So it might be done by the time we're done with the video. I did vote. Make sure you guys are voting. It's very important. Again, you can get all of these cloud coins for free. And it's just a good idea to be voting. So for some reason, when I voted on one of the websites, it actually, you have to wait exactly 24 hours. And it hasn't been exactly 24 hours since I last recorded, so it didn't work. But I'll do it in a few hours. So you can see we're 99% of the way there. So we need to mine 3 more blocks of coal, and then we will unlock iron. That is going to be very helpful. No longer will I have to buy iron off of the auction house so that I can craft an iron pick. I did a little bit of mining, a little bit of fishing, and it's honestly not that bad for money. Like, at the beginning, it's pretty slow. But what's cool about this server is you can go above lure 3. So when we're fishing in here, you can see you unlock lure 4. And then I believe you unlock lure 5 right here. And I think you unlock, lure 6 right here. And that will make it go so fast. Because you can see without any enchants at all, like, it's a little slow, right? Like, I don't even know if I want to wait for it on the clip, bro. Nah, we're not going to wait for it. But yeah, if you guys want to play this server along with me, you can do so using the IP down in the top pinned comment and description below. We support both Java and Bedrock Minecraft. So any device, your iPad, your PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 probably. I mean, any device that you have Minecraft on, especially on the computer, we support all of it. So all that info is down in the top pinned comment and description. And if you want to visit my island and see it for yourself, just do/visit the NeoCubist whenever you log into the server. And it'll take you to right here. It may look a little different because we're going to be doing a lot on the island today. We're going to hopefully get rid of this. I've kept literally every single block that I've gotten from mining, including all of the coal. So like I said, literally all I did was I built this. So you didn't miss much. And I fished like those fish that I sold in my inventory. I did no more than that. And then we just mined. I did collect a lot of wood because I figured I was probably going to use a little bit of wood whenever I was building. I don't know how close I am to unlocking the next wood type. Apprentice to proficient. So yeah, so we're not that close. We need to get to advanced. But luckily, like I said, we're so close to getting iron unlocked, and that is just going to be so nice. I am going to do my IS upgrade, and I'm going to upgrade this to 6%. Oh, and we just need like 80 more sky dust, and then we can get the next level. Oh, let's go, dude. We're so close. Literally one more coal. Do we have an ability? No, we don't have an ability. But that does remind me, we have a ton of skill points to spend because I didn't want to spend them when I wasn't on camera. I wanted to decide. Okay. I think we actually have to. Oh, no, we just leveled up. So look, we'll start to get iron now. Please give me 1 iron. Also, this is not the best way to do it, but I can actually see all the stuff that I'm mining. So it makes it a little bit easier for me. But you're supposed to stand like right here. Oh, yep, you can see. We just got our first iron. Let's go, dude. Oh, it's been way too long since we've gotten that. So I'm going to put these top tier class. These are tier 4 resources. I'm going to put these just in my PV1. I think I put, maybe we'll put them over here. It's nice because we have arrows at the bottom now. So you can literally go between these pages. It's so nice. Like it really is. So I think we got all of these top level materials from missions, but we got a lot of attribute points to spend. I think we have 4. And I just want to increase my block breaking speed. I want to be able to mine faster. And then after block breaking speed, I think I'm going to go for... Ooh. Level 5 plus 75% chance for... Oh, so whenever you make the armor with all the scales, you have a chance to get a piece bonus. And that stuff's really cool. So if you go to Clash and you go to... piece bonuses, you can see you can get some really good ones like Jackhammer, which provides a chance for adjacent blocks to be broken. Combine that with those pet abilities that I showed you yesterday, it could get pretty crazy. So let's look in skill. So all that mining, we got 3 skill points. So let's pick between these. So reduces the XP needed for a skill point by 5%. I'm pretty sure I'm going to want that. The pets we're always going to level up. I'm not too worried about that, but that's going to help us for a long time. So this costs 3 skill points, so we can't get it quite yet. Yeah, because we only have, I don't know, how many do we have? We have 2. But this doubles the effectiveness of Fortune, and that's like constant, right? Like we don't have to activate it, do we? I think we may have to activate it, yeah. But either way, I mean, that means we could get Fortune 6 whenever we're mining. Oh, and I also changed this thing to wood because I did accidentally like break a block and then lava started flowing. I was like, bro, I can't do this. So let's kind of tear everything down, and we're just going to build an actual island because as much as I like this kind of like just wood thing, it feels nice, it feels cozy. I want to get something going where I can be proud of it. And the only other thing I did, I bought a piece of dirt from somebody or a piece of grass from somebody. So the community on the server is super nice. And it helps me out. Skill points, pet hatch. Oh, and then cloud pass. I have not claimed any of my cloud pass, which just goes up from mining. If my internet is still lagging, I am so sorry. It is what it is. My internet has been horrible. I have called my ISP over and over. Like, look, it's so bad, dude. Okay, so we claimed the level 1 reward, which was what? It was like, 100 sky dust, $250. There's an iron block, some XP. A thunder key, which is pretty nice. Okay, so we've claimed everything now. The next thing I want to do is I want to claim all my missions because we have not done that. We claimed all those. Oh my gosh, my internet, bro. Let me restart my router again. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I restarted my equipment, but the thing is that it's not my equipment. It's the like internet node that brings the internet to all the houses in my neighborhood. But my ISP refuses to acknowledge that, so it is whatever. Hopefully it'll work better for a little bit. Okay, we got another attribute point. I think that was everything. Maybe there was... I highly doubt we've done any advanced missions. We can see. And no, we have not. A lot of these are pretty difficult. It's like travel 2,000 or 26,000 blocks in a boat. Kind of funny. Earn $1 million. We've earned 1,000 so far. One thing I'm really excited for is in skills. I think this is going to be super cool. Come on, man. I might try calling them and see if they can do anything, but it's this one right here. Side hustle. Earn $2 for each ore mined. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds pretty cool to me. It sounds pretty cool. So I'm going to take apart this bad boy. And, yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll leave, like, a little just, like, flat platform. And by the way, dude, having a bed, so nice. Being able to sleep. Hello, Tinsel. Being able to sleep through the night is just super nice. You can't name your pets, by the way. I don't think I ever showed that. But if you go to pets and you click right-click to manage. Oh, we have 2 abilities? Wait, yo, what? Unbreakable or shard burst. So these things are for fighting. Probably going to do shard burst just because it does a lot of damage. And this does, like, this is kind of like a hybrid. So this will block some damage and do damage. So it's kind of cool. But anyways, you could change the name. I'm pretty sure, yeah, click to rename. We're going to name him, what should we name him? We'll name him Bullet. Actually, we're going to name him Lead. I feel like we don't want to name him Bullet. His name is Lead. Armor. Eventually, they'll have, like, armor. We got some cool stuff planned for pets. We really do. Disassembling this is going to be a little bit tricky because we have to, like, break the blocks and then, like, click really fast. Okay, we got 3 of them. And then that should be the last 2. Oh, okay. I thought that would be way more difficult. My bad. That was not bad at all. And then we can break these right here. Just fill them in with like a solid block. And look, we can see a piece of iron on the other side. Nice, nice. Again, I'm very excited to finally have, like... I'm not saying we're going to get the whole island done today. Like, no. That's not going to happen. I am... Do I want to make my island a little bigger? Oh, it only costs 250 sky dust to go bigger. Okay, we'll spend a little bit to make it like a decent size. It's just probably a good idea. You know, the next one costs 10,000, so we won't spend that quite yet. But now it's going to be 36 by 36. And we're also not going to keep it as just wood. I feel like that's obviously like a pretty boring choice. The thing is that we have all of these materials to work with. You could technically spend some money at the Sky Depot if you wanted to, if my internet will stop being bad. And every 24 hours, so in an hour and 43 minutes, this will reset. And there's some like decently cool stuff in here, but again, I don't have any money right now, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, let me tear apart this stuff, and then I will be right back. It's just going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to have to take apart this whole tree. So we'll definitely like leave the chickens. We'll like leave all of this stuff right here. So when we come back, all the trees will be gone. And this thing will be gone, obviously. Okay, well, my internet's down like all the way right now, so I guess we could log into the hardcore world, because somebody told me that Soul was missing, which I found very interesting. Also, I don't know what's going on. Every time I load Minecraft now, it lags super bad. So, and this is like an FPS thing. This is not like a... Okay. So you guys told me Soul was missing, which I was very concerned about, and I'm honestly still very concerned about. So what are you guys talking about? Where did Soul go? I don't know. We'll go back to Skyblock as soon as the internet's back, but I won't let this be like a very big part of the video, obviously, because it's a Skyblock video. But let me see. Is Soul... Oh, God. Okay. So you're right. Soul is not in here. I have no idea where Soul is. Okay, well, that's going to be what we figure out in the episode. The next episode, I suppose. He will be around here somewhere. It's like he's gone forever. It's just going to be a little bit of a search for sure. If anybody can think of where I put him last, that'd be great. I mean, I assume I put him in his cage over there. Not cage, but you know what I mean. He's going to be around here somewhere, and it's just going to be silly whenever we find him. Is my game like set? Oh, that would be why. Why is my game set to... Okay, yeah, let's tone that down. Why was it set to 64 chunks? Jeez Louise. Oh, I remember why. Because I was trying to warm up my office when it was super cold one morning. Is that him over? No, he has iron armor on. Well, wait, he has iron armor, right? Bruh. I honestly don't know. I'm pretty sure he has iron armor on. Yes, my internet is still off. Dang, dude. Well, I guess you'll have to find out in the next episode of Hardcore where... Oh, he's over there. Okay, we found him. That's so funny. He literally wandered out of his cage, and up a mountain, and now he's stuck. He's a cat in a tree. He's stuck. So we'll go put him back. Yeah, I think you guys are right. Someone was saying I think that he can still get out based on like the fact, well, that he's out. But he got out because the trap doors and the hay bales basically give him a space to get out. Oh, dude, I'm so excited to play Skyblock. I want to get back to it, but why is my internet doing this, man? At least the Cox website now says that an outage is probably happening in your area. Can you just walk out? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you guys were correct. You could literally just straight walk out. So let's fix that. It's a pretty easy fix. We will just move this just one block, just like that. And now I don't think he can just walk out, right? No, unless he jumps on his own. Oh, okay. Can he really still do that? Or am I tripping here? Can he just like... I think if I line it up right, I'm pretty sure he can still do it. It's kind of tricky, but I don't know. I don't know if that's worth the risk of leaving him out. So we'll always just make sure and put him in here because he can't get out of this. Like, this is impossible. Okay, well, I'll come back when the internet's back, but now you guys can rest assured if you're watching the hardcore series, you don't have to worry about that. If you don't know what the hardcore series is, go check it out. Okay, well, it looks like we're back for the most part. I do see that on the like Cox website, there actually says like there's an unplanned outage occurring right now, which I'm very happy to see. Usually I wouldn't be happy to see there's an outage, but it's been 2 weeks of Cox denying that there are any outages. So it's good to see that it's finally being acknowledged and fixed. I was so excited to play, but I'm glad that we found Soul. I'm also glad that we gave Mr. Lead over here a name. I'm pretty sure he's like as high up as he can be. No, he goes to level 15. So right now he gives us plus 75 on our mining attribute. And I really, really wish I could get some mining scales because I only have like a plus 5 on here. And I was in Clash for like a while. And I was trying to get some scales going, man. I was so excited. But, look, people have already found some black scales. People have already found some rainbow scales as well. And the rainbow scales, again, they give you a maximum of every single type. I don't think anyone's about to spawn one because, I mean, there's no pyres lit or placed. So, we'll go back to our island. Back to our old tree chopping job. Trying to get the island cleared. I'm trying to clear out all these leaves, man. There's so many leaves around here, dude. So many leaves. And I'm also trying to pick a theme, which is always exciting. Because we get to, like, decide the direction of our entire island, right? And I'm thinking with the materials that we have, and I'd like to keep, you know, in the theme of using the materials we have. Oh, we got another level in the cloud pass. I don't know if it's a premium level or a regular one. Is it this one? Claimed? We don't have this one unlocked, so we unlocked that one, which obviously we can't claim unless we get the premium cloud pass, but we will not be getting that until we get the cloud coins. We actually have, we have the cloud coins, don't we? We do. We have them from last season. You know, we might as well buy it then, because the cloud coins always carry over from the previous season, so might as well buy them. And then if you buy it for Earth, then you'll make enough to buy the next cloud pass too, because there will be one for the Underworld and Void. So you can see, like, right there, you get 500. Then you obviously get all the free ones. There's another 500, another 500, 1,500. And then the rest of them add up to about 2,000. But you get all of these at the end. So you even get a monthly crate. So let's go ahead and claim all of our premium rewards. And just some XP. Some more cloud coins, which is pretty cool. I already claimed that reward. And then it was that one that we were missing out. So now we haven't missed out on anything, okay? So we get the premium one, which again, you can get by voting. You don't have to spend any money. I know I'm like using something premium, but you just get it from voting. That's where I got mine last time as well. So pretty cool that we have a lot of free to play options. So I'm going to take up the dirt because this is stressing me out a little bit. We got all these buckets of lava. We'll need them again. Okay, so that's why I'm not just like totally... Oh, we must have gotten this from a mission, dude. 32 grass blocks seems like a mission reward. Oh, we got Desert Harvest. Ooh, so what is Desert Harvest? This basically lets you break cactus instantly. And that is pretty big because people really, really want to get like to wheat. So I don't know if I want to keep it or if I want to get some offers from people and see what people are willing to pay, because they might be willing to pay a pretty penny. So I definitely got that from a mission. And I got pretty lucky for getting that. So let's see what people say. 5K? Nah. I don't think anyone actually wants it right now. People eventually will want that, so we're going to keep that for sure. But so far, no one wants it. Oh, I'm not seeing any offers in the chat. Dang, dude. $2? That's it? That's crazy. Like $2? Okay, let's clean up the inventory. I don't want to like just start spamming random blocks in random places. So I'm going to put all the blocks that I get from mining into here. I'm going to go ahead and put up everything else into here. I know it's messy, but right now I just need to be able to focus. And I can't when my inventory is like this. I think you guys know that from the hardcore Let's Play. If my inventory's messed up, we'll build like a nice chest room and everything. Trust me, it's not going to look like this forever. This tool situation, bro, I'm going to put these up here. I'm going to warp the crates and we're going to use this key that we got from the mission. And let's see what we get. We got Cloud Clash fragments, which are iron fragments, and then we got 16 grass blocks, which I am not unhappy about. I had to pay $150 for a single grass block. So, but I did pay more than I probably needed to, but I like to be generous. Okay. So it was $200 in the Sprite. I had already collected it once, so that's why it wasn't that much. If we go into missions, island missions, is there anything we can do like right now? Unlock all grindable items. So we're not gonna be able to do that right now. Not gonna be able to do that right now. 10K study. Reach the build limit. Wait, for real? Reach the build limit? I mean, we could do that with some cobblestone and then break it back down. But let me repair my pickaxe first, and then we'll do that. Sure. I don't mind reaching the build limit. I don't know. What height are we at right now? 1.4. Oh, I don't need this much. All right. Well, I'll see you guys when I'm at the build limit. Get some epic enchant books. I don't mind if I do. Bro, I know I have to be getting close. Look, we're at 370 people on the second day. So lots of people have joined and are enjoying this. We have 1,129 people have joined the server so far. So that's like unique joins. Another one just joined, 1,130. So I definitely would hop in. Again, today is the second day that the server has been out. The second day. Well, the season has been out. Okay, I almost fell off the edge because I was holding down the space bar. How high up? I thought it was like 256. We're over 300 now. Is it like... I think it's pretty close to this. I'm like pretty sure. Right? Around like 300? Oh, height limit. Did we? Well, we just did it. Let's go. Okay. That was an island mission, right? Yep. 3 epic enchant books. Zeus 1, Big Catch 1, Aegis 2. I don't know if any of those are good, except Big Catch 1 is kind of nice, and then Zeus 1 is kind of nice. I'm going to see what people want for this, since I don't really use my sword ever. But now I'm going to break this thing back down. I'll let you know if I get a cool offer. Be honest, bro, I was like this. I almost broke through the hole on the floor. That would have been bad. Okay, so we got some enchant books. Nobody wants to buy them. So we're just going to keep them to ourselves, I guess. Nobody loves us. I'm going to put up these clash materials. I think they were in my, PV2. We have our rank from last season as well. So everything you buy like on the server carries over that's cosmetic and like your rank and stuff. The only thing you'd lose is like any like in-game items, right? You keep like everything, like your vaults and your ability to fly and all that stuff. You keep that throughout the seasons. And of course, all your cosmetics. I don't really think I have any skins, but there are a lot of really cool skins. There's like chat colors and stuff, obviously. But lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff. So these are like all the swords, for example. Filtered by owned. I don't have any. Some of this stuff's really, really cool. So should I make a stone cutter? I feel like that might actually be a good idea. If I can remember. What is the recipe again? Is it the smooth stone, right? Stone cutter should appear on here. Yes, smooth stone. Okay, so let me get like 3 pieces of smooth stone. And then I will be right back. We did get the special coal, and I am keeping it. But the rest of it, guys, like I'll keep like a couple of stacks of coal, but what the heck do we need all this for? You know what I mean? Like there's realistically no reason to keep this much coal. So I'm going to do sell, and then I'm going to click on all the coal, and each one is $1. Like $1 a piece is not bad. But you'll notice that when we do study, eventually it'll be worth, go to ore, coal. Eventually it'll be worth $2 a piece, which is pretty cool. So the more I go into coal, so like I'll obviously get 750 more coal breaks, and then we'll unlock this. So this will give us an extra 50% booster, which is nice. Doesn't seem like it's very good, but I promise you, dude, whenever you're mining at scale, it's very nice. So I'm proud of myself, dude. We actually have a stone cutter. We did mud season 1, and mud can actually be turned into some pretty cool stuff. For some reason, you have to do this first, and then you can put it in here, and you could do some pretty cool stuff. Maybe not. Well, I guess you just make it into the basic stuff, but it does look pretty good. Let's try to get a pallet going. Another block, we have sandstone. I don't know how much we'll be able to use that. Maybe for like a floor material? I don't know, but stone obviously can be made into stone brick. The tuff, I think, is going to be a big one. We have used tuff before. The andesite is a little, like, you know what I mean? But, dude, you can make a lot of really cool stuff with this. Obviously, like, the polished tuff is pretty tough, as they say. And then obviously you can take this and you can make it into the tough brick, which is also pretty tough. So already I like those 3 together. If we could get one more block that looked good together, then I think we'd have kind of a winner here. Maybe it would be this. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we could do something pretty cool with these blocks right here. Right? I like the way those look together. Do you? Obviously oak wood is here, but we're going to remove it in a second. I'll probably just start now. Okay, let me remove most of this. I really do. I like this pallet. So in order to keep this pallet, I will break everything but this line of blocks right here. Honestly, I mean, it's a pretty simple pallet to remember. It's like right here. So we'll keep those blocks just in a line, and we'll decide kind of the style. Like, what do we want to go for? Do we want to go for like a modern house? Do we want to go for... Obviously, if we're going to do a modern house, we'd have to stick with more like... Oh, like corporate modern. Dude, we can actually do something pretty sick, actually. Oh, like kind of like what is that style that's like it's like spooky, but it's like old like Soviet era like they're basically like scary corporate looking buildings, something like that. I kind of have an interesting idea. I don't know. Let me tear down this wood first though. Okay, so we kind of need like, I feel like we need glass, but we don't have glass, but we can get it actually. If you look in sugarcane, you have the ability to make sand not that far into sugarcane, right? You just take 3 sandstone and then you get 1 sand. Well, guys, we have a lot of sandstone, like quite a bit. So maybe we need to go down there and we need to make a sugarcane farm. Now, we can make sugarcane farms with moss, so we don't have to use grass. Which, if you look on the AH, I don't know if people are starting to sell moss yet. People are selling for like 200 bucks a piece. You can spread it with bone meal. And with bone meal, I think you can get bone meal pretty cheap. If you look in the shop, I'm like pretty sure it's like pretty cheap. Let me look in here, not in here. Oh my goodness. Look at all the kinds of fish, dude. There's like all the underworld ones. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you can buy bone meal for $1 a piece. We could buy 3,000 bone meal. Yeah, and we could just spread the moss. Yeah, we're gonna do it with moss. We need to make like a little moss farm. So the first thing I want to do is get down to the bottom of our island, and we can fly, which is super nice. We have like the rain rank, which, by the way, if you want to get a rank, but you don't want to spend any money in real life, go in here and find one of these, like the 7-day fly perk. You can fly for 7 days for 7K. That's no money. You can get a 7-day drizzle rank, and you could keep buying these over and over. There's even 7-day rain ranks, and that's what I did over and over and over until I saved up my cloud coins and just bought things. Because I try to like not buy anything on my own server, just to show that if you're free to play, you can literally do the whole thing without paying a cent. And that's how I've done it every single season. So I have the ability to fly, so I'm gonna go to the bottom of our island, and we're gonna make a sugarcane farm, because I really want to do a really like kind of scary corporate looking, like, we don't need to go to the very bottom of our island, but like maybe to like around here, maybe a little lower, but I think around there's fine. Like, I'm not really too concerned. So give me a moment here. I am going to, we'll probably build the platform out of cobble, since I feel like that's what we have the most of. Yeah, we'll build it. We'll go ahead and build it out of cobble for sure. And then, well, kind of kind of being a doofus here. We're going to need to build it out of andesite so that we can spread the moss. But we got enough andesite, dude. I can assure you. Like, you see what I mean? This is nice. This is nice. And do we still have multi-place? We do have multi-place. That's another perk that we bought last season. So all this stuff, like, kind of like, basically multi-place allows you to place a bunch of blocks in a row. I bought it. It's right here. It was 2,700 cloud coins. There was an event last season that gave you 2,000 cloud coins. So in addition to voting and all the other stuff like Cloud Pass, you get a ton of cloud coins without spending money. So I bought like the multi-place perk as well. That'll help us build farms a lot easier. I don't want to break all the blocks because I want to be able to like actually build. I'm going to put a gap at the bottom here. That way we know when we're at the bottom. Okay, one more. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on multi-place 32, right? And I'm going to find the edges of our area. So it'll be over to here. And it won't let you place outside of it. But we should have like a 32 by 32 island, I believe now. How big is it? No, it's 36 by 36. So this one, it shouldn't have reached the edge over here. Yeah, it didn't. Okay, and we'll do the same thing. So if this gives you an idea, we're going to have a pretty decently big sugarcane farm. I want to be able to unlock it in this episode, which is not going to be that difficult. And then I'm going to fill this in with andesite, and we're just going to spread it, and then we're just going to mossify the whole thing. And once we've mossified the whole thing, we will obviously break it so that we can get a bunch of moss. Or I guess we could just like leave it and just like fill in the rows by hand. I really don't know. It shouldn't be that difficult, but we could start to sell moss. I mean, like, we did mine a lot more than most players did. A lot of people still don't have iron yet. But it was pretty fun to mine. I enjoy it. Okay, we'll turn off multi-place for now. And grab a little bit more andesite. Yes, please. I don't need the cobblestone because I decided not to build with that. So I'm going to put it up. So we're going to put up everything else that I don't, like, need immediately right now. Most of it I don't have room for, but we will get enough room very, very soon. Very, very soon. Okay, and we'll just fill this thing in. So again, we just did with that one piece of moss, which I guess, did I put up? I know I bought one piece of moss. I swear to God, did I not buy one piece of moss? I must have not bought one piece of moss. I thought that I did. But it's pretty cheap, like 225 bucks. Pretty cheap. Okay, and now turn multi-place back on. And we can fill this in pretty quick. This just makes building a little bit quicker. Obviously, you don't like need it. But if you're gonna be building like big farms and stuff, I highly recommend saving up and buying multi-place. And you only have to vote for like 1 month and then do the cloud pass and you should have enough. Okay, so let's go to shop and let's buy ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't need 5 stacks of bone meal. 4 stacks should be good. Okay, and just literally throw it down right in the center. I think you guys kind of know the deal. We were doing this on the hardcore Let's Play. And we literally just spread it out. I will spread out this entire, like little land mass. I don't know what to call it. It's not a land mass. This entire platform, I will turn this into boss. It will come right back. It's kind of satisfying to do. I guess we could fly over it. Makes it a little bit easier. I just don't want to click on these because it just grows them tall. Like, you guys know how I feel about grass, right? But I'll show you a huge tip, which would be putting water on this to remove all of like the excess little like plants and stuff. That makes your life so much easier. You might lose a few things off the edge, but actually, I don't know. I don't think you can. I don't think the items will go off the edge. But even if they do, like, whatever. It's not a big deal. So give me a little bit and let me plant all this. Okay, so I just grabbed my water bucket, and you can see we almost are completely done. I kind of had a little bit of an epiphany. Why would we break all of this? Like, obviously we need to break the top plants, but like, why would we break all this when we're going to put it back to make a sugarcane farm? Like, what would be the point of such activities? So you can see this makes it so much quicker because it breaks like all the little moss things. Like, it breaks everything. So it's just a lot faster if you don't want to break it all by hand. It can take a while to break it all by hand. And if you put stuff too close to the edge, it'll just go like straight off. Will water flow stuff off the edge on here? No, it won't. Okay, so you actually do get to keep everything, which is kind of a nice bonus. Okay. So the rest of the stuff we'll just probably have to break by hand, because again, if it's too close to the edge, water's kind of weird and it likes to like flow. I don't even know. I don't know why it does that. I guess it tries to find the shortest path, which is I guess what water in real life would do, but obviously this is no way similar to water in real life, so I'm not sure. But yeah, give me a little bit. Let me break all the stuff here. Okay, so that should be everything broken. I'm sure there's a few like things still on the ground, like plants and stuff that I need to pick up, but other than that, we should have pretty much everything. And we got a decent bit of stuff, but again, I don't really care about that stuff. What I do care about is a sugarcane farm. So I think the most efficient way, obviously, is to have like rows of 2. But we can't start it like that. We'll have to start it on the edge here. This will be our first row. Except I don't really want the water to just like fly off the edge. I feel like that'll look super bad. We'll do multiplace 30. This shouldn't be that big of a deal, right? Like, we'll just put it back. Okay. No harm, no foul. And yeah, it won't be as efficient because it'll be starting 1 block over. But like, who cares, right? And then there's 2 blocks, right? 2. So something like this. Obviously, we'll break these all the way to the other side. We're not going to have to, like, just break them like this. So my brain is still a little bit slow, bro. Like, this is a pretty strong medicine. So, but now I can just blame everything I do that's dumb on that, right? Sure, something like that. Oh, mechanics mission. What? What mission was that? What was that? Mechanics? Oh, break 100 mox blocks. Oh, let's go, bro. 1,000 sky dust. Yes, sir. I will take that. Did I do that 10k upgrade? I did not, and now we have it. There we go. So now our ore generator has 8 or 7% spawn rate. It's pretty good. That means 7% of the blocks that spawn in it will be what you're looking for, which is ore. So I'm gonna break these rows all the way over, and then I'll probably put like some wood under them or something. I don't really care like what's under them. It's not a big deal to me. Not a big deal to me, man. You know how it is. We're balling like that. We probably want to do like 1 row already, just so we don't have to wait on it to grow. So let's buy some sugarcane. If we can we buy some? Is it like super expensive? That's $1 a piece, so we'll buy like a couple stacks. I don't have enough space in my inventory, excuse me. Oh, I forget I have all this junk. We'll organize the inventory later. I'm really not so concerned about that right now. We use wood, by the way, to build under here. So we'll just grab like a few stacks of wood and call it good. Now we should be able to buy our sugarcane. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even care how much that is, but we'll buy it. $512, not bad. But what I was saying, I guess GOE isn't a command. Who'd have thunk? I'm gonna go over here, do one of these. So how we can do this is on every row, I'll put a block here, and then we'll just multiplace 32. So I assume I have all the rows done, and we'll just do multiplace 32. Obviously, it won't go all the way to the edge, but it'll be pretty close. Be pretty close. We don't have any room. So it uses exactly 32 per. So you know it's working right. You know it's working right. Okay, and then there's going to be like 4 blocks on the edge, which, whatever, we'll fill those in real quick. And now we'll be able to put rows of water without having it fall out of the bottom, which, does that matter? No. Would it bug me? Yeah, 100%. And if something's going to bug you, then fix it. Okay, so that's disabled. I don't think sugarcane needs water, or sorry, needs light to grow. Obviously it needs water, but I don't think it needs light. But all I was saying is I want to start getting this sugarcane going, dude. So I was just going to plant a little bit right now. So I think you guys kind of get the premise of this farm. We'll then put water here. We'll put it over here. And then we'll be able to have 2 rows of sugarcane. 2, count them, 2 rows. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Pretty simple farm. I'm going to finish building it, and then I will be right back. Bro, I've heard the water bucket place noise too many times, but I finally finished it. And obviously the last step is to plant the sugarcane. Now again, multiplace can make this a little bit easier, but I'm going to go ahead and just get all of these little edges here since I don't want to like forget about them. And if I use multiplace, I'll probably just forget about them. So I'm just going to put them on the edge. And basically, we'll have to grind this for a little bit, but we'll unlock sand pretty quickly. Are people doing... I think people are doing Clash, bro. Hold on. We're going to warp to Clash for a sec. We need to grab our trident. I'm not trying to buy another one of those. I think they're $100. By the way, if you want to do Clash, but you don't, like, have any... Oh, we have it in our inventory. All you have to do is go to shop. What? Oh, we typed shard. Okay, we'll go to shop, and then you go to items, and you can buy a trident right here. So... definitely a good way to fight the dragon. I don't know if people are doing more right now or not. I guess we can hang out here for a sec and see if we can get one. I just want to get some mining scales for my helmet, man. I don't know. I'll just keep kind of a close eye. Oh, no. Yep, my internet's lagging. Okay, let's just leave. Let's just go down here. I promise it's not the server. If you log into the server, you'll see that it's very quick. It sucks because I'm having an outage right now. And, like, obviously, I'm recording on a server, so... not the best situation, but we'll make do with what we have. We'll make do. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, I'm going to plant all the sugarcane, and then I will be back in just a bit. Probably have to buy some more, but whatever. We have the money. Okay, well, we are pretty much done. Just got to plant a few pieces here. And luckily, since we're, like, in these chunks, no matter how, like, high up you are above them, they will still load. So... these will grow. We got to figure out what we mean by building some sort of like gothic, like corporate, scary looking building. I don't know if it's, I don't know. We may not end up doing that. I really don't know. I don't have like a 100% this is what we're going to do versus this is what we're not going to do quite yet. But I do know that getting glass is just kind of a good idea in general. And now we have an area to farm as well. We can't mine anymore, which is maybe a little bit of a problem, but... it'll be okay. If we need more materials than we have in here, we're probably doing something wrong. Okay, well, the sugarcane is growing, and I have an idea for what I want to do. I want to do, like, a very tall corporate office building, and I kind of want to model it after the Woolworth Tower. I don't remember, where is this? I think it's in New York City. I don't know. You can look up the Woolworth Tower. It's kind of like a gothic building. It's like, got like a couple pointy little like turrets on it. It looks super cool. So we're going to model our base after that. Now, obviously, the first attempt it may be a little smaller. And then as we grow as a corporation, we will get bigger. And I can't zoom in anymore. But if I could, I would say we would get bigger and bigger. But yeah, we're just kind of waiting on this stuff to grow. It's not ideal that we get it right now. But my internet's also just like not having a good time. And it makes it kind of hard to record on a server. Let me... upgrade. This is 10K. Are there any possible missions that we could rip through to get a good amount of sky dust? Not really. Yeah, I mean, sky dust is always just going to be like a little bit more difficult. This is 2,500. Create a player shop. That's not that hard to do, but we need 5K. Yeah, I mean, that'll get us closer. I mean, to be honest with you, though, how I kind of want it to work is I want you to, like, spawn in the corner and then walk over. So we could just do this above. I don't want to build with that. I feel like those blocks are too kind of quick. Let's go over to the corner here. And then we're going to build up. We're not going to build it out of mud blocks. These are just quick to break. I just need to be able to get over to the corner. So players are going to spawn, well... me, I am going to have people spawn on my island kind of like in the corner, and then people are essentially going to like spawn in, and they're going to just like see a path, and there's just going to be a big giant building in front of them, and I think that's kind of like a cool vibe to go for. So that's what I'm going to work on. But yeah, I'm just building this mud thing so I can get like over there. I want to use a darker material for the path, but I don't know if we have a darker material quite yet. I think the darkest thing would be the tuff in some variant or another, because when it's just like the raw tuff, it's not very dark. But whenever you make it into the polished stuff, it gets a little bit darker, and I feel like if we put this in here as any other ones, or maybe a tad bit. I mean, I feel like the bricks are going to be kind of good. Let's go ahead and grab all the tuff we can out of here. And I want to make... oh, but see the chisel tuff, it looks so cool, dude. Like, I want to kind of make a bunch of all of these. Polished even. And then bricks. And then we'll make more polished. More bricks. Okay, so I am going to build a circle up here. I don't think we're going to combine it with anything else. I think we're just going to use tuff, so kind of like a path to the building. Yo, look at that. Someone just found a black scale. Let's go. Yo, let's go. So those ones actually add another like scale type. So if this is the corner, so I'm just trying to think, because I want it to be like a circle. I also want this circle to be outlined with these. So then maybe, I think we need to start the circle 1 block in, actually. Like 3 blocks in. What did I just get? Starter mission. What? Wait, was that an island mission? No? What mission was that? Oh, place 1,000 blocks? Heck yeah, dude. I'll take 2,500 bucks. Thank you very much. Okay, so this will be the like corner of the circle, I suppose. It's kind of difficult to build it like in the corner. Let me like mark the absolute corner. I'm trying to build a circle, but like snugged up to the corner. So maybe like if this is like 3, right? And then it goes 2, 1. So we need to build it over here. I don't know. Give me a little bit, because this, I feel like, yeah, the 2 edges would have to be, okay. This is how we can build it in the corner. We'll build out the corner a little bit, like bigger than it needs to be, right? And then we'll make the circle from here. Something like this. It's going to have to probably even be a little bit bigger. Now, if you're confused as to what I'm doing, I'm kind of confused as well, but trust me, it'll be okay. I'm gonna leave like the very corner block. Okay. So if we do it like this, and then we do 2 and then 1, right? Do 2 blocks, 1, and then we do, see, this technically wouldn't work. We need to start it even 1 block further away. So we'll do 2, 1, right? And then you would do 2 like this. And then you would do 1, and then you have to go over. Ah, so we need to go even further. Okay. How big is this circle gonna be, dude? I don't know, but it might be a little bit too big. And that's the 1, right? And then we do 2 like this. And then, wait. Oh, I don't think we can get it perfectly over if we do the 2. We'd have to do it with 3. Give me a little bit. Let me get a circle in the corner. Jeez. Okay, I finally figured it out, bro. I don't know why it took me so long. We're just going to do 3 and then 2, 2. It's perfectly fine. It's really not a big deal. I'm not going for like the world's best Minecraft circle or anything. I think we'll be okay. So again, we're just going to do 2 diagonal like this. Pretty easy to do. And then just 2 more over here. Just like that. And then we just have to keep the pattern. So, like that. No, not like that. This needs to be 2. And then this needs to be 2. Sorry. This needs to be 2. Okay. Is this even close to a circle? No, but the path is going to be diagonal anyways, so it'll be fine. So, again, I wanted to make this look kind of like... No, I don't know if I want to do it like that. We have all these materials to make sense. We can make this look like super cool. And notice how all of these blocks are like a little bit different on the top. That's kind of the exciting part. So we'll be able to like mix these in and they look super cool. Let's see. Maybe we'll do one right here. I'm trying to just kind of mix them in. You know what I mean? Just to kind of have them be in a cool pattern. And then we'll do more bricks over here. Okay, so all the bricks are connected. And I kind of want to like section off those. Like that. And then do some polished tuff in the middle. And then do like the little whirly-do in the middle and surround it by these. Okay. So now players are going to spawn right here. So we're going to do IS set home in this exact block. It's going to be looking up at this. Now, obviously, we don't have the building quite yet. But this is kind of like the spawn point. And we'll make it look cool. Put like some grass around it and stuff. But now we get to build a diagonal path. So how is this going to work? I'm going to outline the path with these blocks right here. We can't use multi-place because it's diagonal, but it'll be okay. And we're going to go try to find a corner over here real quick. I need to actually make this even, though. And I'm also going to sleep so that it's not dark. Oh, don't go too far. So let me sleep real quick. This is the exciting part. Also, I don't know if this path is going to be a little bit too wide if it's like this. Let me see. It shouldn't be, right? It should be fine. Does this go outside? No, this is also inside. Let me see. Is this too wide? No, I think this is actually perfect. It kind of like lines up good with that. So I'm going to build all the way to the corner. That way I can determine how big the building is going to be. Obviously all this stuff is floating because we're literally in Skyblock. I'm just really hoping we have enough materials. Okay. So the corner is like over here. We're not going to build it out of this material, but I just want to know exactly where the corner is. Okay. Where did I mess up? One of these blocks. One of them. Okay. Okay. And let me build like past it over here too, so it doesn't look weird. Okay, so we have the diagonal path. Now, obviously, I want to fill it in with some other materials. I don't want to just have it be this one material here. So we'll do a little bit of brick. I don't actually know how far the path is going to go, so for now I'm just going to build it over to there. Honestly, it's going to be more tall than it is anything, so we'll be able to figure it out. Okay. And then maybe like connect it like that. I have a feeling it's going to be only like maybe this long because the building is going to be pretty big. So let's go ahead and just kind of wipe away the rest of this for now. And see how big would this be, right? So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I mean, this would be pretty big. I say pretty big. This is going to be a giant building, dude. Like, this is going to be a giant building. Let me just, like, build the foundational outline here. Jeez Louise, squeeze my knees for free, dude. This is too big. Yeah, right? Like, it's not actually too big. No, let me go ahead and take away the stuff in the middle here. Then, oh, we have a rare hatchback. Yeah, dude, it's been an hour now. Okay. And it's a slaying pet again. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We don't have enough pet coins to buy another hatchback right now, but we could go there and grind those pretty easy. I'll do that in between episodes. Should come back and have a couple of pets at least. Yeah, this stuff's grown up a little bit. I'm going to turn my sound down because I know it'll be loud otherwise. You want to break the top layer first, right? So you don't get 2 study points if you break it right here. You still get 1, but you want to break it from the top down. And if you can't fly, what you can do is stand like this and go in your rows and like break it like this. You'll have to break this first row like this, but it's fine, and then you just walk along it. So it is pretty easy, but I definitely would recommend getting fly as quick as you can, because then you can fly through your fields and we can break all these top ones. And we don't actually have to get it that far to get sand. I think it's like the 3rd thing, right? Let's see, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's literally the 3rd thing. So once we get to proficient, right now we're working towards apprentice. So let's get this top layer done, and then I'll show you how satisfying it is. Being able to see like directly when your study goes up was like the best addition that Scout ever added. He's our developer. It is so nice to see. It makes it so satisfying. It's like in RuneScape where, you know, number go up, brain go burr. It's pretty much the entire like premise of human psychology in games. Okay, so now you just go like this. Look at that number at the bottom. Don't focus on anything but that number at the bottom. You see what I mean? It's so nice, dude. We're just trying to get to proficient, so we may have to do this like 1 more time and then we'll be there. But it won't take long at all. Yeah, we'll have to do it like 1 more time, which is fine. Look at this, dude. So sick. Maybe not. Maybe we're actually going to get there with 1 like harvest of this thing. No, but we're going to be dang close, dude. We're going to be so dang close. Which is fine. I mean, we'll be able to get glass in the building. And I'm not saying we're going to finish the building today. We're probably not going to be able to, because I have to upload this the day of recording. And I'm also still adjusting the medication, so I'm like super tired. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the... Well, you should have watched episode 1 if you're on episode 2 anyways. Okay, 95 pretty much percent of the way there. That's crazy. You can sell the sugarcane. It's not going to be worth like a ton, but just sell it. Okay. And if we do attributes, do we have any? I feel like we got one for something, so we'll just do block breaking speed up again. Look at our little sad old island. It's okay. It's okay. How much has this made? So this made 114 bucks just while we're working. And again, everyone gets one sprite for free, so just do /sprites. Okay, what do we want in the middle of this? If we want it to feel like a road, maybe we could put some of this polished andesite like right in the middle. You know what I mean? I will go in and break the left one, but I want this to just be in the middle. I feel like that's kind of cool. And then we could put something around it that's different than those as well. What is something different that we have? Maybe this one? Yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's going to be very like corporate, like we're going to basically make an evil building. That's what I think. There's actually a subreddit for that. It's called r/evil buildings. So if you want to get an idea, what? You can't do that with tough in your inventory? I guess you can only do that with mud brick. For some reason, some things you can do in your inventory, and then some you have to do in a store. Okay, my internet went out. That's why. See, now that makes way more sense. I was like, why can't I make this tough into polished tough? I know I've done it like a million times. And yes, I am very sorry about my internet, guys. It is what it is. Their crew is out here fixing it, I guess. I'm also starting to get like super sleepy again. I guess I just don't have the capacity to work as long as I usually do, which would make sense. You know, I'm taking a new medicine, so that does make sense. I'm gonna carry this kind of like pattern. This is gonna be the base of the building. So we'll do. I don't need it to be 32 blocks, but I might as well just do that so that it'll fill to the edge because I don't want to count it, and counting is difficult. I don't want to count. Okay. What is it? Oh, it's like perfectly 9. Okay. All right. So, it's not the largest building in the world, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be. It's also not going to be made out of just these materials, but at least like the base of it is going to be made out of these. I don't know if we'll do the frame out of it. I mean, I'm looking over at the picture, and the building that I'm basing it on is like a tan kind of colored material. So I guess we technically could use sandstone, but I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna use sandstone. I don't really want to use mud either. You know what I mean? Like put some mud in it. That just seems weird. Can we perhaps make like a little furnace array? You know what I mean? Just to smelt up some cobblestone. I think that would be like the wisest decision here. Well, that's great. I forgot to put off multi-plays. No. Not that big. Oh, I clicked the mouse sensitivity button. Let's go back to normal. There we go. It's bad sometimes. You know, if you were to put like obsidian down, that would be a little bit of a pain. But luckily we don't have that. And I don't think that will ever actually happen. But it would kind of suck if that did happen. What do we need? Like one more? Right? Yeah, just like one more should be good. Okay. So it'll output into this chest. Oh, IS upgrade. Let's upgrade the hopper limit. Okay. So it'll go output into there, coal, and then the actual like material. Okay, so we're gonna take some of this extra coal that we got, put it into the side, and the rest we're just gonna fill with cobblestone. And this will smelt. Now obviously like we'll just sit here for a while and it'll just all smelt. So I'm not really too concerned about how quick it happens. Normally I'd build like a bigger type of array, but this, it's fine. Okay, cool. So it is outputting the correct thing. Quit giving me eggs, Mr. Chicken. I do appreciate it, but I don't need the eggs. I do not indeed need the eggs. Okay, so let's figure out what materials we want to build this out of, because again, I'm not exactly sure. I think I'm going to start with the outline being out of this polished tough, and then we'll kind of go from there. So we'll do multi-place. Like, I'm not getting like 32. It's going to be a pretty big building. And we'll just start with like a frame. So something like this. I know this seems excessive. I understand. But I think if we do it 64 blocks tall, we'll be much, much happier. when we end up done with it. We'll turn off multiplace so I don't accidentally place anything because I really don't want to deal with that. Probably gonna have to mine quite a bit between episodes, which is fine. Because we're gonna use almost all this tuff, aren't we? Probably. But that's okay. Sorry, I know I'm starting to sound a little less enthused. I'm so happy. Like, I want to play so bad, but I'm just like, my brain is, I'm so tired. I feel like I'm getting out of breath super easy because my blood pressure drops from this medicine. And my heart rate drops. So you don't get as much oxygen. Which is why if I seem kind of out of breath, that's probably why. Normally I wouldn't get out of breath by talking. I'm pretty used to talking. Okay. So we have like a frame built. So let's see how this looks as a player perspective. We'll do ISGO. You spawn in. It's almost like it's too close, but hopefully this will kind of like make sense. We'll have to figure out like some sort of like interval spacing for windows and such. Do like the bottom floor like this. And again, a lot of this stuff is going to be changed, but I like to mold my buildings kind of slowly over time. So this would be like a floor, right? Yeah, something like that. Okay. So probably like a 3-block space in between the floor and the ceiling, and then it gives you like a 3-block space, which is like kind of the perfect height. But since this is so big, I can't foresee myself needing like... I think I'll still do like a 3-block space on the frame, but in reality, each floor will be like this tall. You know what I mean? Because I can't see myself needing like, what, 40 floors or whatever. But we'll still do like a 3-block space in between, if that makes sense. So let me build this all the way around, and then we'll come back in a bit. Okay, so I'm trying to see if we have enough blocks. I don't think we have enough to finish this. I did have to make it exactly 1 block taller so that we could like fit this perfect kind of pattern. But I don't think we have enough blocks to finish it, which is kind of unfortunate because I wanted to at least get the frame done today, but we'll have to do a lot of mining between this episode and next, which it's not really a problem. Pretty easy to do. So we'll do quite a bit of mining. And what, can we do one more? I don't want to do one more. I want to do, oh, hey, a little bit extra. It'd be super nice if we could finish it. We did get to finish it. Yes. Oh, that makes me so happy, actually. Okay. So, look at this. The start of our corporate tower. Now, I kind of don't like that the sugarcane farm is that close down there, so we may end up just doing like a big like grass area around here. I don't know. We'll just kind of have to see. But whenever you go to the island now, you'll spawn in looking at this giant building, and it's gonna be kind of crazy. So currently there's not really an entrance into it. We'll kind of figure that stuff out later. But I am going to end the video here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build like a cobble gen in here, probably move our chests in here and stuff like that. Because guys, we really gonna need a lot more stone type materials. Maybe not more tough, but a lot of other materials similar to tough. But thank you guys for playing on the server. Thank you for hopping on. It really means the world to me. I'm going to go ahead and IS public the island so that people can come here and check it out for themselves. And we'll do everyone come visit the NeoCubist and check out my Gothic corporate overlord building and say goodbye to the episode today. Secret code for today's episode is going to be 8976. Put that down in the comments below if you want to show me to watch the entirety of today's video. Look at this. Let's see how many people show up. Do we do eyes public, right? Just making sure, because sometimes I forget to do it. This is the start of something great. This is going to be kind of cool, dude. Hey, look at this. My partner, a developer. RainyDay Scout. Let's see if we go knock him out. Oh, yeah. We're fighting him. We're going to knock him out. Neo becoming an overlord. That's all I heard. Look at all these people, dude. It's crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I do really appreciate you guys hopping in. Oh my god. Look at that. That's crazy. He made himself giant. Hey, yo. Now he's the corporate overlord. All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Bye.